Hi, it's Jim Starkweather with KitMaker Network, and welcome to another mail call. Today we've got a few boxes here to open, and I hope you guys are having a good week. It's been a week, right? It's only been a week. Seems like it's been longer, but I believe we did one of these a week and a day ago. Sounds like an Australian word. It's a week and a day ago. I know I've got some of the new items from AK, the new paint line that they have put out, and I've got some IBG stuff here, some books. I'm going to go ahead and start with the AK stuff, though, because that's probably going to be the most interesting of the things I'm getting. Although not to downgrade IBG, their stuff is good, but this is kind of new and interesting-ish. All right, let me get this big giant thingy off here. Okay, just curious to see how much of this I got. Looks like I got quite a bit. All right, lots of bubble wrap. So the color sets look like they come in these little container boxes, and this is number 1 of German Army pre-World War II colors, and it looks like it's 4 colors. They've got little insert flaps here, trying to not bust this up too badly. So, yeah, each one is... my dog's barking in the backyard. I may have to edit this out. No? Are we good? Dog's not gonna... Okay. All right, so this one obviously has the 4 paints in it. They are the smaller-ish sizes. I mean, trying to think. All right, I continue where I left. I was just getting some size referencing stuff here. So here's the AK bottle, and here is a hobby color paint. So it's essentially the same, same size we're used to. I'm not sure what these 50 milliliters or something along that line. I'll have to get my my Optivisor on to actually see. Switch out my hat here. 10 milliliters. Okay, 50 milliliters. Yeah, that would be quite a bit larger. So you can tell I know my milliliters as well as I know my ounces and stuff, which is really not that good either. All right, so let's see what other packaging items they sent us here. So it looks like we've got number 1 set for German Army pre-World War II colors. We've got number 13 set, which is World War II U.S. Army basic colors. And I'll just give you a quick kind of look at those. We've got number 21 set for NATO colors. We've got number 2 set, which is German Army colors, early World War II. And that one, for some reason, looks like it only has 3 in it. Just out of curiosity. We'll have to see why they would only put 3 colors in there. Seems odd. Yeah, they did. 3 colors. So I guess this set must be less pricey. Must be a little bit lower in price. Looks like all the other ones have 4, though. This was number 20, Arab Modern Desert Colors. And we have a box of some individuals here, which is in like a white box, and this one's got NATO green, and I'm not going to do all of these, obviously, but clear orange, gloss varnish, flat varnish, flat black, so these are kind of utilitarian colors, flat white. And then we've got quite a few of the Real Colors high compatibility thinner. So I think there's 3 of these in here, which is good because we're going to be doing projects on these. So, and I think I've spec'd it out for at least maybe 3 projects, meaning we're going to have people actually using the paints, and we're going to put up some feature articles or reviews or whatever it ends up being, but some kind of online bloggy / feature thing. And I've already got a couple of people, I think, at least, or 2 people, but we will be looking for a 3rd. So if you're interested and either have some background with doing paint stuff, or you're somebody, you can contact me. All right, so we've got looks like 2 of the Real Colors of World War II books. This has been pretty widely reported on out there, but we have a little color insert page. But I'll do a turning the page on this soon, so you can kind of get a better look inside this one. But we've definitely put up some various articles and such on that. So yeah, so we've got the paint sets I noted, which again, number 1, number 20, number 21, number 2, which just goes with the German, and number 13. So some of the base colors, U.S. World War II basic colors, Arab, modern desert, NATO colors, and then another NATO we had in here, this NATO green. And then we've got the thinners, so yeah. What I've seen online so far of these paints looks really good. I know Pavel Vodnik used to be a staffer on Armorama, pretty active on our sites. He's reported on Facebook and said that, you know, with a few minor issues, otherwise he really has enjoyed using them and will use them in future. So that was a good. He's a pretty critical reviewer of things. So I'm very trustful of at least his opinion. Obviously, everybody's opinion is going to vary to some degree or not. I mean, you get some people saying they love a certain paint line, and you know, by any brand or manufacturer, and then you get somebody saying, I hate that paint, I never can't use it. So I think it's all a matter of personal choice, obviously. And it could be just, you know, obviously the other components that come into it are what you're trying to do with that paint, because some people obviously, not going to say obviously anymore, but they, you know, they have different objectives with, you know, different effects and so forth they're trying to get. All right, well, let's go ahead and put these aside and we'll move on. So what do we have from IBG? Sorry, I'm still a little half asleep this morning. It's still kind of early, 10-ish. All right, we've got the new 41M Turan 2 Hungarian medium tank. This is a 1/72nd scale, obviously. I think these are all 1/72. Chevrolet C30A General Service steel body in 1/72nd scale. And I'll stack these up back here. The PZL 23B Karas Polish light bomber early. Oh, and I got a phone call too. Let's just get all the noises here at home, don't I? Oh, and I do have a 1/35th scale. Let me get it out of here. The Scammell Pioneer R10, which I think we just reported on recently in the news section. So this is 1/35th scale, another in the Scammell series or Pioneer series of kits they've been doing. Sorry, getting a sneak peek. I do that sometimes. All right, so put that one back here too. Actually, let's we'll do like a backdroppy thing here, right? So put back my Tamiya paint. And that just leaves us with these last couple of things. Boxes falling down on me. Stop it. Sorry, this is a really informal mail call. It's just I'm in a weird mood, I guess. I don't know. Case Red, The Collapse of France, Robert Forzik. Don't get a lot of these. These are just books. I'm not sure why Osprey opted to send this just standard book. Mainly because I don't have time to read stuff like this. So, but yeah, new book out from Osprey. And more typical Osprey titles. The M113 APC 1960 to 1975, US ARVN, and Australian variants in Vietnam. This one's by Jamie Prennett. And the British Tank Crewman, 1939 to 1945, by Neil Grant. So again, very more typical Osprey titles. And what do we have from probably Steel Masters? The latest issue of Steel Masters, probably. See how good of a mind reader I am. Oh, hey, look, it's the latest issue of Steel Masters, number 153. This one's got the Operation Turquoise AML 90. It's probably the tack-on kit, I would guess. And yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that. All right, so in my very, very weird mail call. Again, been working a lot on code stuffs, doing stuff on the websites, and not so much samples lately. So thanks for bearing with me. I'm taking a bit of a break, obviously. Hey, obviously got it in there again. Being that, well, our samples area, not just my stuff, but we've had some holdouts with our sample providers or our content contributors, and it's making me rethink the whole samples thing as I go forward with the sites. It's in the past, as I think I've reported on before or talked about before, it's been kind of a drain on my time and so forth. I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy seeing the response back on YouTube, but I must also point out that our response on YouTube has not been as great as it was, say, a few years ago. So, the community there did not keep ramping up. It, through probably my own fault, being less and less videos putting out. It kind of, which is fine. I accept full responsibility for said decline. But yeah, no, I need to focus on things that are actually important site-wise and so forth. And the volume of samples we get in is not a simple thing to deal with. I applaud the people out there who do get them now and are doing a great job with them. But yeah, it's when you get in 5 or 10, even a week or a month, that's one thing. But when you get in 50, yeah, that's something slightly different. That said, though, we will definitely be trying to professionally deal with all the samples and so forth that we get in, and certainly these AK items and the IBG stuff we got today. We will try to find people out there who are willing to review these or work with them and build them up. That said, though, again, and we need to make some changes in our system because too many things seem to fall through the cracks. I can't tell you how many times people have accepted models and then 4 months go by, 6 months go by, a year goes by, and we're still pestering them for getting us back the reviews or the items, finishing them up and so forth. And that's a drain on us from an energy standpoint, on my staff. They get, rightly so, irritated by, people, yeah, I'll have that next week. Yeah, I'll finish that up. Yeah, it'll be, next weekend or next month or whatever. And it's like 4 months later, we're getting the same, responses back via email. It's just not productive. So I've been talking about doing it for a long while, and I think I'm going to have to again invest time in creating some code framework and some kind of system on our websites that we can basically track all this stuff and electronically do it a little bit more via database and so forth. But the positive benefit of it's going to be that the system that I'll probably design will be able to be used by members for doing trades or doing transactions with other members, being that essentially it's kind of a reputation system. So like, let's say, I've got this kit that I bought at the hobby store and I don't want it anymore, and you've got this kit and I want to trade you for them, or trade a couple of kits for this kit. You'll be able to go on, basically, put up your items you want it to trade, or enter into an agreement with somebody to say, hey, I'll trade you this for that, and this is what we expect to get out of it. And at the end of it, there's no money changing hands like on eBay. You could have money potentially changing hands. It won't be on our site. It won't be anything to do with us. But the whole thing is obviously at the end of this transaction, though, you'll be able to say thumbs up, thumbs down, kind of, did it work out? Did it not work out? So, and that will affect people's kind of reputation trade score, I guess, or their reputation for buy-sell trade things. So it's essentially like a departure or evolution from just using our forum, for which our forum's probably pretty active for buy-sell trade items. I know a lot of people who just use the forums for that. That's all I use the forums for anymore, is just buy-sell trade. Anyway, so that's something that I've been wanting to do for many, many years now, and I think it's You know, it's getting to that point where I think it's, yeah, we'll have to do that because it's... All right, well, we'll see you next time on Mail Call.